Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm SimmingInOz, and today we're going to be taking this blank piece of land in the town of Windenburg, and we're actually going to be turning it into a little piece of Harry Potter. Specifically, we're going to be doing Hagrid's hut and the Hogsmeade town. Now, as you can see, it's going to undergo a really big change, and that's because we're endeavouring to do something a little bit different. As you know, I've already created a Harry Potter save. It's all done, it's out there, you can go and download it. And I'm gonna be honest, about 10 minutes after I released the Harry Potter save, I was thinking to myself, I actually do want it in one neighbourhood. So I had sort of long-term plans to go back to the Harry Potter save at one point and take it from the two neighbourhoods that I'd built it over, which was Henford-on-Bagley and Glimmerbrook, and consolidate it into one neighbourhood and make it all cohesive. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to start out with Hagrid's hut, and basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the build that's in the Glimmerbrook world and I'm placing it down in its proper spot in Windenburg, and we're going to actually just sort of tweak it around, make sure it fits the landscape. Now, the big addition to why I'm updating it in such a way is not just that it's all in one neighborhood, but also I've recently learned how to use the tool mod, and to my great regret, I learned it after I'd finished the Harry Potter save. So I was like, oh my god, there's so much I could actually do with the tool mod, so much world building and everything, and I was so excited about it. And unfortunately, the Harry Potter save had no world building whatsoever. Like, you come to the boundary of the lot and that's it. The rest is just Sims 4 base game, generic everything. And I'm not about that. I'm a maximalist and a perfectionist, and I need to do something. So what we're doing, I've placed down the lot, and we're actually going to just attempt to extend out the lot in a very cohesive way where it looks like it's not just a lot placed down, but it actually sort of really blends into the landscape. So as you can see, I've already started. What we did was we started with the pumpkin patch. I wanted it to be bigger. Like, it was really small to begin with. I wanted it to flow into the landscape. I wanted you to be able to fit a bloody hippogriff into this pumpkin patch and have it not be obvious. So what I'm doing is I've made the pumpkins really big. I've spaced them out. Anytime I go to use the tool mod, I do automatically speed it up to quite fast, just so you don't have to, see me struggle with it. And then we're just taking all the natural elements of Hagrid's hut, and we're actually just going to try and smooth it all out, extend it into the landscape. It's not even just about extending out what's already on the lot. I really wanted to just add to the island as a whole, because this lot takes place on an island in Windenburg. It's to the very left. It's got like 5 or 6 lots on it, 5 I think. And I decided it was perfect to be Hogwarts in captions, because it had enough room for me to put down Hagrid's hut, the town of Hogsmeade, a Quidditch pitch, Hogwarts itself, and the Shrieking Shack. And there's also like Azkaban prison off in the distance, which I thought was really fun. So it was all these interconnecting lots that were meant to be next to each other but weren't in the original Harry Potter save, and I had the opportunity to do it now, which I love, and just had so much fun. So I spent the last few months compiling a massive list of anything that I wanted to add into the Harry Potter save when I got around to updating it. And now I'm just going through that list. I have a very big Canva document. It's got like a little big text list, and I just click things off. A few things that I wanted to do was I wanted to change the landscape. So I'm putting in a lot of fir trees. I'm trying to make it look really whimsical and just add some greenery into it, because obviously all of these lots are meant to be bracketed by the Forbidden Forest, so I needed to make a forest, because the trees that are already around this lot, they're a bit basic. They're a basic bitch. So we're adding in some fir trees, we're adding in some mystical elements. I also wanted to give Hagrid a little bit more to do. Like, this is like the groundskeeper of Hogwarts. So I decided a few things. He gets a little bit of a fishing shack over that way. He can go fishing now, which I thought was really cute. Another thing I wanted to give him was I made Buckbeak. I don't make it on this thing because I don't think Buckbeak turned out very well, but I took a horse and I basically tried to replicate Buckbeak. It's awful. But moving on from that, I wanted to give Buckbeak, somewhere he could train to be like a proper horse and everything. So I've given Hagrid like the barrels and the jumping bars and everything, and it's really, really cute. And I think I extended out his little plant area and everything, and it's so cute. I didn't really touch the interiors of any of these builds because it's mostly just about setting what we already have into the world. Now we're coming to Hogsmeade. Now, bear with me here because it looks a bit strange. You think beach, you don't think snow. So I've actually added in all these fir trees with like snow on them. It's like Canada over there. And it's on a beach, and I'm like, this is weird. This is so weird. How am I going to make this work? So we've put down Hogsmeade, and the biggest goal I had for this place was that I wanted to upgrade, the candy store. I can't think of what it's called. It's not Flourish and Plots. That's the bookstore. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. I wanted to upgrade the candy store that's in Hogsmeade, so I did that. And then I also wanted to take some fake buildings and actually extend out the town, because the lot I originally built the town on was so small that I really just wanted to like extend it out into the landscape. So it does look a bit odd, but it's very clustered together and it's very homey and everything. And they're mostly like the Realm of Magic buildings. So they've got some, floating magical elements to them. So I thought it was really fun. And I just basically put down as many snow trees as I possibly could, because it's basically meant to be like a Christmas village from what I understand. It's meant to be really homey and cute and small and cramped and everything, and just somewhere where the kids can actually come and enjoy themselves on their weekends. So I think the good addition was when I actually put down, it's a rug, but it's like brickwork. And I was actually able to move it out using the tool mod and actually extend out the town square. So now Hogsmeade actually has this really great town square where it's got like a fountain, it's got the stonework around it, and I've sort of just placed buildings trying to blend it into the landscape. It's never going to look 100%. I am very aware of that because I can't put down like shading with the landscape tool or anything, or I can only put down objects. And some objects don't like to use the tool mod, so it's a very delicate process of taking the landscape, putting down what I need to, and trying to make it blend. Now, I did add a few things into Hogsmeade, but not as much as you'd think. I added in lots of trees. Like, I'm extending out that Forbidden Forest really a lot. Actually, I haven't actually made the Forbidden Forest yet because this is just sort of a taste of it. I really want to, once I'm done with Hogwarts, updating that, I want to center on the Forbidden Forest for one section of a video because I want to add in like magical fog. And that'll be how you know you're in the Forbidden Forest, because it's like creepy as crap. Another thing I added into Hogsmeade was I wanted to add in some basic in-game lore about how they actually get to Hogwarts. So you've got the train, and don't worry about the train tracks because they just start and end. There's no train tracks or anything beyond that point. But you know what? It's magic. It's fine. They apparated or something. It's fine. But what I did want to add was there's this really cool magical bridge that's so cool. And as you can see, I'm popping it down right now, and it's like, it's massive and it's broken and it's floaty. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to add this in somewhere. So I was doing Hogsmeade and I'm like, Hogwarts is just over there. I wonder if I could add in the bridge. And I just thought it was so fantastic. So I had to add it in. And then I also went through and I added little boats. This is all live edit object, by the way, but I added little boats, you know, the boats that they take from Hogsmeade to Hogwarts on like their first year. I think it's only a first year thing. It's like this special occasion where they have to take the boats, and it's so cute. And I've put like little boats crossing the distance between Hogsmeade Beach and where the Hogwarts beach is. Hogwarts now has a beach, by the way, and it's so cute and I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I just had so much fun with stuff like this and just adding into the landscape. I did briefly pop down a lighthouse in Hogsmeade, but then I'm like, nope, this is too fishing village, take it out. But it was such a magical time and I loved it so much. And then it was really just about adding to the landscape, you know, putting in just like little English countryside things. Like I've got a little fishing shack. I've got like these stone pillars that I put down at the boundary of the Hogsmeade Town, which I thought was really, really cute. And you can still go fishing. You can still come here and eat at the restaurant because this lot is considered a restaurant. So it is a community lot as well, so which I thought was really, really cute. And we're just having fun with it. In terms of future upgrades, I'm basically upgrading everything. Anywhere that there's a lot, I'm doing some world building around it. I think that Hogwarts is actually coming out really well. Because I don't know if you see it in this video or if I ever go over to Hogwarts at all, but I've put up like a massive wall around it. It's obviously in the 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg on that little cliff edge thing. And it's got some natural stonework around it as if a castle was originally sitting there. And I decided to, okay, it looked like there were castle walls here. I'm going to put some castle walls in. So I found some really great castle walls in the live edit object menu, and I actually surrounded Hogwarts in these beautiful walls. I put some towers in. I even put the the car that Mr. Weasley has. So every time that you come to Hogwarts in the new updated Harry Potter save, you've got the car floating in the air above Hogwarts. It's got like smoke coming out of it and everything. It's so cute. We're setting the scene and I love it. It's just everything I've ever wanted. Why didn't I do this in the first place? But I'm happy to take the time now and actually do these little upgrades because it just makes my heart happy and everything. Now, another thing that's been going on, if I could just digress briefly as I do every over video thing, is that The Sims 4 recently updated the game, as they always do. Now, to give you a time perspective, it's Enchanted by Nature recently came out, and they have announced and put out the trailer for the next one. I can't actually remember what it's called. Adventure Awaits? I think that's it. It's like boot camp plus Love Island. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's coming out in like 10 days, so you know where I'm at in this. And they recently did an update, and I decided to go into my game, and I loaded in, and it's like all my world building was just gone. And what's worse is that even the lot was gone. Like I went into, I think, Hagrid's hut. Hagrid's hut was gone. All the world building I'd done around it was gone. And even everything at Hogsmeade was gone. And it was like all the residential lots that were there in the base game when you first downloaded the expansion pack were just there. And I'm like, I definitely deleted you. And excuse the frick out of me. Where is Hogsmeade and Hagrid's hut and Hogwarts and all the hard work I've done? I am choosing to be calm about this because I don't know what else to do. I'm pretty sure, because when I go out into the world view, it's all still there. I'm assuming the world building is there as well. Because if The Sims 4 has updated the game and somehow made it that all my world building has disappeared, I am going to be absolutely devastated. Thankfully, I am a paranoid bitch. And every time they ask me to update the game, I'm like, okay. And I go and I make massive copies of all my save files. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pop you aside just in case this update turns out to be really awful. And thankfully, I do have a copy of my old save file before the update. So I'm not concerned about this. I've still got it all, just as long as I can, assess what the situation is, and hopefully the Sims team hasn't screwed this up and I can still have all my world building and it's not actually deleted and it's just a loading issue or something. Choosing to believe this, absolutely shitting myself, by the way. Anywho, just a quick thing, we are going through and we are adding in the candy store. Oh my god, what is it called? Oh, I'm never going to think of it. It's early and I haven't had my coffee, but we're updating the candy store because one of my regrets when I originally did the save was at the candy store. It wasn't great. It was actually really lazy. I was tired by that point, and I would always really regretted how that candy store came out. And we didn't have candy stuff by then. The business pack hadn't come out yet, so we didn't actually have candy or candy making supplies and everything. But when that came out, I'm like, okay, this is my sign to go and upgrade that. So that was that. But I have had some people ask me, am I going to continue the Harry Potter Let's Play? Yes, I definitely am. However, I'm taking a short little break from it because I find myself just recently a little bit overwhelmed by updating the Harry Potter save and finishing off the Star Wars save at the same time and doing the Let's Play at the same time. I'm a bit scattered, and it's also getting to the time of year where I'm quite busy with my actual job, So it's all a bit overwhelming. So I am choosing to take a little bit of a step back from the Let's Play and just continue what I can in terms of, for my mental health's sake. And just focus on little bits at a time, like updating the Harry Potter save, which I love doing, finishing off the Star Wars save, which, honestly crawling, but, I'm having a lot of fun still doing it, and I absolutely love it, and I will feel so much better once these two things are done, and I can actually focus on something else. Every day, I have to stop myself from starting another fandom world within the save file, because I've already done Harry Potter and Star Wars, and it's like, what's next? And I know it's Barbie, but also I'm having a lot of intrusive thoughts because I go between fandoms so much. Yesterday I was like, I'd love to make a Twilight world, and then the other day it was, now we can finally make Lord of the Rings because we sort of have fairies and they can be stand-in for elves, and just all these other things, and Percy Jackson and all these other things, and I'm like, stop, do not start building these things, because once you start building these things, you're going to get even more overwhelmed. Don't do this to yourself. So yeah, I'm just chilling, and we're going to take this one thing at a time. I'm mostly going to be focusing on updating Harry Potter, and I'm so excited to make the tour video for that. It's going to be amazing. But thank you so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you want to see more of the update of the Harry Potter save, or the Star Wars save, or anything, or you just like it, like and subscribe if you care to, but otherwise, bye-bye!